The Arroverse has so many amazing heroes, and they all have such a wide range of abilities. And like every other superhero universe, some heroes are just a lot stronger than others. That's just the way it goes. And that, my friends, is what we are going to talk about today. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to Top 10 Nerd. I'm your host, David Raff, and today we are going to be talking about the top 10 strongest Arrowverse heroes. Now, before we begin, let me clarify something. After Crisis, the Arrowverse became a way bigger place. It connected to dozens of other DC properties, and while I know many of you will say a lot of those properties should be included on this list, but this list will strictly talk about the Arrowverse's Earth Prime heroes. If we included everyone that was part of the crossover, it would look very, very different. Now, with all that being said, let's dive in. Number 10, the Atom, Ray Palmer. Now, when he was first introduced during Arrow Season 3, I don't think anyone thought that we would actually get comic-accurate powers. But man, we were so wrong. Not only has his suit evolved so much over the years, but we actually have seen him fly, shrink, and even grow during Legends of Tomorrow. Ray's suit is so powerful. It's powered by a dwarf star alloy and can protect him from bullets, arrows, and hits from very powerful heroes. He has helped out the Legends so many times, and without him, they would have never been able to accomplish nearly as much. Number 9, VIXEN. So there have been two VIXENs in the Arrowverse. The first one was Mari. She was introduced during the Arrowverse's animated series VIXEN, and then made her live-action debut during Season 4 of Arrow. The second version of VIXEN we saw was technically actually the first, since she is Mari's grandmother, Amaya. She joined the Legends in Season 2. Both of them are very powerful. When using the totem, they can use its power to call upon the power of any animal. So they can get the strength of an elephant, or fly like an eagle. They can even use it to have enhanced hearing, speed, smell, breathe underwater, or climb walls. There are so many possibilities, and that is why VIXEN is so powerful and a crucial member of the Arrowverse. Number 8, Constantine. John Constantine. He is seriously such a cool dude, and Matt Ryan plays him perfectly. Like, I can't imagine anyone else playing him in live action now. Hopefully they actually consider using him for HBO Max's Justice League Dark show, but for some reason I feel like they just won't. I mean, he even does a great job in animated form. But back to my main point, John is very powerful. He has shown time and time again how skilled he is with magic. I mean, he has helped so many times, having helped Sarah get her soul back, or getting Oliver from Purgatory. I mean, his magic skills were crucial in taking down Malice in Season 3 of Legends of Tomorrow. I remember when they announced that he was joining the Legends, it sounded like a match made in heaven, because John fits in with them perfectly, and I really hope he stays on the Wave Rider for a long time. Number 7, MON-EL. I really wish we could get to see more of MON-EL. I think he's actually a really cool character. He started off as a spoiled prince from Daxam and ended up becoming a part of the Legion of Superheroes. He may not be as powerful as Kryptonians, but Daxamites are still very powerful. He was able to hold his own with Kara and any threat that came to National City. And then after he left and came back during Season 3, he was even stronger. I mean, he even has his own fancy suit now. Because he is finally realizing how to fully use his abilities. Here's hoping we see him again soon. I mean, I know he popped up in the 100th episode briefly, but like, it would be cool to see him come back in kind of like a main capacity again. Number 6, Black Lightning. Jefferson Pierce is technically a more recent addition to the Arrowverse. Black Lightning has always been on the CW, but it was not on the same Earth. It was only after Crisis that Black Lightning's continuity officially merged with everyone else's. He is now part of Earth Prime. Jefferson is a very powerful metahuman. He controls massive amounts of electricity and can use it in a lot of ways. He can absorb it, manipulate it, use it to fly, blast it, use electro-telekinesis, and it even gives him enhanced strength. He's also been getting even more powerful as time went on. When the show started, he was not able to generate his own electricity, only take it from other sources. But as time went on, he's now able to create it himself, which is really freaking cool. Now that he's part of the universe, I can't wait to see him have more crossovers with the rest of the Arrowverse. Oh god, it's gonna be awesome. Number 5, The Flash. Barry Allen, the fastest man alive. He has grown up so much over 6 years. I mean, he has made mistakes, but who hasn't? One of the coolest things we have seen in the Arrowverse is how every season Barry gets more and more powerful. As time goes on, he will probably keep climbing up this list. The Flash just keeps pushing himself farther and farther. I mean, in Season 1, he wasn't able to travel to alternate Earths or time travel properly. I mean, he did it by accident, but now he knows how to do it on purpose. Sometimes a little too much. He is so powerful that he can completely change the timeline. Flashpoint had major ramifications on the Arrowverse. But even when he messes up, Barry keeps running forward, and that's why we love him. He has defeated countless enemies and became the paragon of love during Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is actually really fitting for Barry. Number 4, Martian Manhunter. J'onn J'onzz, aka the Martian Manhunter, has been a fan favorite ever since his debut in Season 1 of Supergirl. Fans love how they have portrayed him in the Arrowverse. Not only does he look comic accurate, but they got his powers and personality right as well, which is great to see. In the comics, J'onn is one of the most powerful DC heroes, and it's the same here. His strength, shape-shifting abilities, and telepathic abilities make him someone that you don't want to mess with. And I must say that it was great to see him finally utilized in this year's crossover Crisis on Infinite Earths. Usually he was never included because they always took place primarily on Earth 1, and he was on Earth 38. But that changed during Crisis. He even ended up becoming one of the 7 Paragons, the Paragon of Honor, which fits perfectly. Honor has always been one of J'onn's defining qualities over the course of the show, so the fact that he was able to become that specific Paragon made complete sense. Number 3, Superman, the Man of Steel himself. The funny thing is, Superman was mentioned a lot, but never actually seen until Supergirl Season 2. But the stories of how strong he is have always been around. During Crisis, when Clark and Lois are on Argo, Lois mentions how he has fought General Zod, Lex Luthor, and even friggin' Doomsday, which, man, I really want to see. But also, that was pre-Crisis, so we have no idea if that actually still happened in the new Arrowverse continuity. Regardless, that shows how strong he is. I mean, he even held his own against Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman, which is said to be one of the most powerful versions of the Man of Steel. If that doesn't tell you how strong he is, then I don't know what will. Also, let me just say that I can't wait to see Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulloch in the new Arrowverse show, Superman and Lois. I think those two have been great as Clark and Lois so far, and now that they have their own show, I think this will further cement them as great incarnations of the characters. Number 2, Supergirl, Kara Zor-El. She has had an incredible journey in the Arrowverse. Starting off, a lot of people didn't believe in her, but she continued to stand up for what she believed in and has become one of the strongest heroes in the entire Arrowverse. Kara even became the Paragon of Hope during Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is a massive deal and proves just how much she has grown over the course of the series. Kara has taken on so many powerful villains, ranging from Non to Parasite to Cyborg Superman, Metallo, Rain, to Red Daughter, to the freaking Anti-Monitor. She has even fought Superman a couple of times, and while the two of them are both incredibly powerful, Clark has stated that he believes that Kara is slightly stronger than he is. Number 1, Oliver Queen as the Spectre. This one is very fitting. Oliver Queen started this universe, so it's cool that not only did he save it, but he also became the most powerful hero in it. Ever since the beginning of Arrow, Oliver has always said he needs to become someone else, or something else. And he did! He became the Spectre. The Spectre is one of the most powerful beings in both the comics and the Arrowverse. And when Jim Corrigan passed on this power to Oliver during Crisis, Oliver became the most powerful hero in the universe. He was able to take on the Anti-Monitor head-on and reboot the entire multiverse. No one else could have done that. He became the Spectre. The Spectre is one of the most powerful beings in both the comics and the Arrowverse, and when Jim Corrigan passed on his power to Oliver during Crisis, Oliver became the most powerful hero in the universe. He was able to take on the Anti-Monitor and reboot the entire multiverse. No one else could have done that, and I love how because of that, it technically truly became an Arrowverse because, Green Arrow rebooted it. Man, it's so beautiful. Let me say, I'm just really gonna miss Oliver Queen. The universe won't be the same without him. Alright, there you have it guys, the top 10 strongest Arrowverse heroes. What does your list look like? Let me know down in those comments below, and if you enjoyed this list, hit that like button, and let us know if you want to see a part 2, because there are so many more heroes in this universe that you could definitely make a part 2. And don't forget to subscribe to Top 10 Nerds so you never miss one nerdy video. I'm your host David Raff, and thank you so much for watching.